guys, it's Cuddleofdeath, and as you can see I started off getting the experience share in Agate Village, which is where we last left off in Pokemon Colosseum. One of the things that I didn't actually do is talk to Egan and Bella because I'd already done that before I started this video, so make sure to do that before you leave. But, as like I said a minute ago, we're back with another episode of Pokemon Colosseum. In this episode, a lot of unexpected things are going to happen. We are checking out this mystery lab in which we can't get in right now, but we do have a PDA message from Duking. This message basically says that they nabbed a pair of goons that they think take orders from Mirror B, so we need to go check that out. But first, there's actually an item back here that I would like to get, because in the future it will definitely help us out if we have any problems. So, there's 3 revives. Also, in the last episode we captured Entei, and I had you guys name him. The most thumbed up comment was Steve, and the second runner-up was Mufasa, so sorry Mufasa, that's not the name of our Entei, it's actually Steve. So what we're doing in here now is investigating, and this guy is the most likely guy that we need to investigate because he's laying down in a bed. Luckily for us, he has a key in his belt, which is an elevator key, and if you remember a few episodes ago, there was an elevator in the place where we defeated Mirror B at, and we couldn't get to it. But guess what, guys? Now we can. So another thing I did off screen was I trained at Mountain Battle, and I purified a lot of Pokemon. So you're going to notice my team as the video continues on, and there's also use of speed ups instead of cutting out battles. This is so that it will please everyone, because if you really don't want to see the battle, then go ahead and skip ahead just a little bit. It's not really that hard. So, Chaser Kai has a Phanpy and a Vibrava, and we have Sophie and Steve. Steve is in his first battle, and Sophie is actually named after my friend Ozzy Is So Cool, because recently her grandmother passed away, and I wanted just to give her anything supportive, and I thought that it would be cute to name a Pokemon after her. So hopefully whenever she sees this, it'll make her smile. Now, back to the game. Chaser Kai is almost down, and Steve has the finishing blow. So, if you guys don't know where Steve is from, it's from Chucka Conroy's Pikmin Let's Play, and he named all of his red Pikmin Steve. So now, we're gonna get in the elevator, and although it's off limits, we have a key, and there's nothing that this girl can do. One thing that I might note is if you come back up from the elevator, and you try to go back out the building, you'll actually have to fight her again. You can keep fighting her if you want. And I'll be doing optional battles as well, just so you guys can see where the optional battles are. But first we have a broadcast in the Under, is what this place is called. Hello ladies and gentlemen, it's the Under time. And so, Lady Venus, she has something important to share with us. It's horrid, there are spies in the Under, can you imagine? And if you see anything suspicious, please let us know. So, hopefully we don't get caught, because we're the spies. So, no way. How do they know? So, although we're supposed to be cautious, here we are running around and not really being that cautious, running past that burly man-woman thing back there. And, of course, someone left an item here. Now, if I were smart, I would have set up a trap leaving items there. But, hyper potions are nice. So now we're in this inn, which, if we go up, there's these creepy old guy and a new news report. Okay, it's time for the Under time. Hello, I'm your Venus, I'm your fire. Okay, so unfortunately the spies haven't been caught, which that's fortunate for us. And these guys are like playing checkers or staring at a map or something. I don't even know what they're doing, but they're doing something weird. So if we go out here, there's this creepy guy, and then here's the hardest trainer in the entire game. You guys get to see him, and I would definitely suggest that you be really high leveled, because he does have the strongest Pokemon in the game, Magikarp. And honestly, I hope I can finish this battle even in this episode, because this guy is just extremely intimidating, and I don't even know what else to say about him. But as you can see, I'm switching it to my Hoppip and my Peewee, which is my Ampharos, because I'm gonna need to bring out the big guns for that Magikarp. Hopefully we don't have any trouble with him, but because he's so strong and he's a legendary, I don't know what's gonna happen. So down goes the Phoebus, which I wasn't worried about. And out comes his Wailord, which is his least powerful. of the three, because his Magikarp is terrifying. In all seriousness though, this battle is actually really easy and it is optional, but, you know, it doesn't take very much effort to defeat this guy, which is exactly what it did. Okay, so that's the end of that, and that guy wants to challenge a Colosseum. Good luck to you, dude. You got a freaking Magikarp and you splash on Phoebus and Magikarp. Okay, so now we're in a junk shop to get some junk. No, we're actually gonna check out this little kid down here. Oh sheesh, what should I do? I have a delivery to make. I need to deliver my pizza. And somehow he understands that we're Chris and Ginger. So we don't know how, he doesn't really tell us, but he gives us this power-up part to deliver to some guy named Net. And you guys are gonna see Net shortly. His house is very easy to find, and so we're gonna leave this junk place. Now we have another report, not really a report, but NASCAR is asking for Venus's update, and she is very unhappy because no spies have been captured so far, but it is priority to keep distributing the shadow Pokemon. And this other guy with the cool hair, his name is Ian, he's responsible for dropping all the files and being completely irresponsible. So he's responsible for being completely irresponsible, dropping all of his files everywhere, which we found throughout the game earlier and will still continue to find throughout the game. Whatever, he has a cool hairdo though. That's about all he's got going on for him. So now we need to take upon the objective of delivering this part to Net. And that's exactly what we're going to do in this episode. No, I'm just kidding. I don't know why I'm getting all excited, but I'm actually really happy to know that I'm going to get a lot done in this episode. And another thing I wanted to talk about is, assuming that we're going to get to capture the biggest shadow Pokemon in this episode, you guys will get to name it as well, but the naming process will be different, but I'll talk about that later. So here we are in this little place with a bunch of little kids delivering the part, and they can't believe their eyes. They can't believe it's us. They can't believe it's Chris or Ginger. And fortunately for them, it's actually us. We're going to give him the power-up part, and he's going to do power-up stuff with it. So now that there's nothing else left to do, we're just going to leave and get this girl's PDA number, because we're not advanced enough to have his cell phone. And honestly, the PDA reminds me of a pager, but I guess it's a more advanced pager, even though pagers are so out of style. So we go outside and they've spotted a spy. Luckily it's not us, but who could it be? God, let me go, shut up, it's hopeless, quit struggling. So this guy's gotta be the luckiest guy ever, and if you don't know who he is, he's Silva. Somehow he ended up at the wrong place at the wrong time. Although I'm sure he doesn't feel that bad, because he knows we're going to save him anyways. So let's check him out. Alright. Chris, it's me, Silva from Dukings. I discovered that they were bringing shadow Pokemon here. That's why I started running down here like an idiot. So they dropped this disc, and apparently it can only be used in the Under, which is good for us because we're in the Under. So I'm just switching my team because I'm going to go into another optional battle, but I want the battle to go faster. And there's something else down here that should be seen. You're a trainer, aren't you? Did you come to enter the Colosseum challenge? Okay, so this is Hunter Zeta, and she's actually not very threatening. Unlike that guy with the Magikarp, she has a Skitty and an Oddish. And although Skitty is very cute and Oddish is really cute, unfortunately for them, it's about to be their last day in the Under. Well, I guess they can just heal at a Pokemon Center, but you know what I mean. Alrighty. So out comes this adorable little Jigglypuff. And I feel so bad because Jigglypuff is cute too. But unfortunately they stand in our way, and their trainer thinks that they're the best. So down goes Jigglypuff and it deflates like a little balloon. And then out comes a Shuppet, and I guess Shuppet's kind of cute, but I don't know, you might think differently, I'm not really sure. It's okay. So now we shall finish this Shuppet off. Poor little Shuppet, sorry that you had to fall. But that's okay, because it just means that we can continue on and get to the most important thing ever, this vending machine. And we need some lemonade. I'm just kidding, we need some lemonade because lemonade is good. And then we're just gonna head back up here and finally fight these peons because they're annoying and we don't like them. Alrighty. You know, these bug types. So we send out our Sophie and our Taro, and that's the shadow Pokemon. The Ladian is, at least. So we're going to take out everything else as fast as we can. And that Ladian tried to confuse us, so keep that in mind if you're going to go to battle with this peon at some point in the game, that the Ladian will try to confuse you. And that's really annoying. But not as annoying as the boss fight will be later on. Well, not as annoying as the boss fight can be later on. You'll see it later. Alrighty, so here's a cute little Spinnerack, and I really don't know why she has a Spinnerack. I don't know why they pick weaker Pokemon, but I guess that's their choice. So here, because I don't actually want to kill the lady, and I just go for Reflect. And we surf down the Spinnerack. Okay, so now what's left to capture is the Ladian, which we'll be doing, and of course, I'm not gonna make you guys sit through the entire miscatches, I guess you want to call them. So I'll be back in just a second whenever I capture Ladian. Okay, so we're back and throwing our snack ball, which is just a Pokeball, and we caught the Ladian. I don't know if we're going to use it on the team later or not, probably not, but we needed to capture it anyways because it's a shadow Pokemon. Alright, so now is the second peon, Dagger. She has an Ariados, which is a evolved form of Spinnerack, which it seems more feasible to actually have an Ariados than a Spinnerack. But whatever. So we're going to try to get this battle all the way as fast as we can, and I talked kind of fast there, I have no idea why, but I did. So hopefully you can keep up with me. So instead of having a Volbeat, she actually has an Illumise. I don't remember how to pronounce it. So don't flame me on my Pokemon pronunciations, because you can clearly tell what it is. Alright, so fun fact, Ariados is actually one of my favorite Pokemon. Not my favorite, but like probably top 10. It's my second favorite second gen. I don't know why, I just really like Ariados. Okay, so Sophie is level 42 and wants to learn Earthquake. We're gonna get rid of Mudshot because Earthquake is very beastly for Quagsire, especially if you can pair it up with a flying Pokemon like Jumpluff. Grass flying, whatever, but still flying nonetheless. We're out of our league against this guy. Okay, so now we need to go use our disc, but I will actually be healing off screen and I'll be using the correct disc to get over to Venus. So now we're going over towards Venus and we're going to face her, and you guys are going to get another Pokemon's name. Okay, so here's this little UFO taking us over to the station where Venus has been broadcasting in this entire time. Unfortunately, we can't go to the left yet to get that item, but I'm reconfiguring my team for the fight. Alright, so we have Ashley and Steve starting off for us, because Ashley and Steve are awesome. Okay. So now, here's Venus, about to record. They're ready to go on air, but we're gonna get this item first because we like candy, and there's 3 rare candies there. So now if we go over and talk to Venus, she's like, what the fork? It's you guys, and you're bad news for us. I'm not gonna let you get past me. I'm a big girl. And I love how Venus looks. I think she's absolutely adorable, but just like Cypher Admin Dacum, she has something that we want. She starts off with Delcatty and Vileplume, which are both females, but the annoying thing about this fight is she likes to use the move Attract a lot, which is kind of like, I guess, foreshadowed by her cute looks. I don't know. So we're just trying to take out everything as fast as possible. Luckily, starting out with Steve means that he's genderless and he cannot get attracted to someone who actually does have a gender. That sounds really bad, but you get it. So now she's going to send out her big bulky Steelix, which, yes, he does have attract. But luckily Delcatty can't actually use it on Ashley because Ashley's a female and it won't let you do that in the game. But we're going to try to put Delcatty to sleep, which doesn't work. So I'm just going to try that on Steelix instead. I think. Actually, yeah. No, I'm going to go for a Sunny Day because my jump fluff will get a speed increase because of its ability. So Delcatty's going to continue just to go for a double edge, killing itself slowly, little by little, which will take care of Delcatty soon enough. I still can't speak English very well, obviously. So Steelix is going for a taunt on Steve. Steve feels very taunted. He does not like to be taunted, but that's actually okay because he does not need to use another Sunny Day earlier, so it's okay because Steelix is pretty much done here. And now my little puffball cheerleader, Ashley, Jump Love, finally gets Delcatty to go to sleep. And that was actually kind of risky for me because if that would have missed, Jump Love probably would have died. So we get a critical on the Steelix, and fortunately for us, he doesn't get to use the move Attract on our cute little Ashley. Alrighty, so Ashley's now level 41. Steve is about halfway there. And then she sends out this ugly freaking Banette. Although Banette's really cool, he's just super ugly. He's got like a zipper for his mouth. You're supposed to have a zipper on your pants, not your mouth, so I guess he must have talked too much or something, and someone zipped his mouth up. So unfortunately our attack missed there, and Delcatty woke up, going for more double edges. And this isn't looking very promising for Ashley, especially if Banette attacks Ashley. We'll see if he does. Okay, there's the Shadow Ball, which is a cool move, and sorry Ashley, but she's now fallen. Why am I talking to my Pokemon like that? I really don't know. So we're going to send out our cute little Pee-wee, and he should be able to handle the rest of the team because he's strong. And although our Pokemon's levels aren't as high as Venus's, we're fine. So you don't have to be 45, 46, up to 50 unless you want to, which I always have my Espeon as my backup plan, so down goes the Banette. And we're about to see the Shadow Pokemon that you guys will be able to name. Okay, now, there it is, the Suicune. And I might as well go ahead and go over this, because the rules are a little bit different. After I catch this Suicune, it'll be similar to last time where you guys get to pick the name, but instead of it being the most thumbed up name, it's actually going to be a random name. And how I'm going to do this is, I'm going to be entering everyone's names from the comments in a little drawing program, and it's going to pick the name from one of those comments. So this way everyone else has more of a chance, even if it's some random name or something that you guys make up on the spot, assuming it's appropriate, then, you know, it has a better chance now instead of getting the most thumbed up one picked. I decided to do this because I know that a lot of other people would like a chance to have their name as one of my Pokemon. So I'll briefly go back over that near the end of this video just because that was kind of a long thing to go over. Okay, so one thing that I would definitely suggest for this fight is definitely using Entei or Quilava, or sorry, Typhlosion, if you got the Quilava from earlier, and using Sunny Day, because as you can see, it's not doing crap to us. And definitely bring along some kind of Pokemon that can do a status ailment, like my Pee-wee, he can do Thunder Wave, or Jump Left can do Sleep Powder, so it just makes it super easy. But I will be back. We're going to capture the Suicune in a Premier Ball, because that's just how we roll. Now really, I'm not gangster enough to say that. Okay, so, going back over everything, to name the Suicune, leave a name in the comments below, and I will pick it randomly using a little drawing program that goes through all the comments and picks a random name. That's all you have to do. Don't worry about thumbing up comments, because that's not how it's going to work. The name must be appropriate, and I'm just grabbing this TM really fast. TM45 is attract, and just leave a name in the comments below. I'll give you guys probably one day after this video is posted to have a name. So I'll see you guys in the next episode. Bye!